What's up, guys? My name is Michael and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to upsolve the problem B that we couldn't solve yesterday. So I think I did look up at the editorial and I saw that what they did was they actually sorted by, they found the number of L's for each of them, right? And then they do the smallest number of L's first, right? And then they continue. So that they changed the number of losses in each of the smallest number first, and then they go to the next one. So they sort by like smallest number of L's first. So that's what we're going to do actually. So we are going to do the exact same thing, and I'll try and we're not going to copy the code, by the way, but yeah, I'll use my old code as a reference. But generally speaking, you should not copy code when you submit, because that's just not good for you. I might also upsolve another, the recent ad coded contest 182, the beginner of that. I'm gonna upsolve that. But yeah, sorry guys if this is like a really weird time to live stream. I'm gonna like try to, try to get something, But yeah, this is gonna be like a pretty short live stream. You guys could probably see it later, but it's just going to be like a short live stream of upsolving Codeforces global round 11. Okay, so back to the problem statement. What we're going to do is we are actually going to count the number of L's in each of them, and then so we still need this. This is counting the sum of the W's in the end, so we need that. But what we need is that we need to count the number of L's. Okay, so let's go back, and we have to sort that. So we don't need these. Yeah, we don't need these. We don't need this. We don't need that. Okay, so my original idea was to do WLW, right, and then fill out the middle one, but that's not right. So it's actually better if you sort by the pair. So here, let's do like the data pair. So it's going to be long data. This is just going to represent each of the pair here is going to represent the current index that you're at, and then we're going to pair it up with the number of L's at that from to the right of it, right? So like if I have here, I'm gonna get my I'm gonna try to make these live streams in a different time zone next time, but yeah, there's a contest today, so that's why I didn't want to do this early in the morning, because that would have been not a good way to do it. But anyway, let's get back to here. Let's go to SketchUp. Yeah, so like what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, so let's say I have W, L, L, W, L, whoops. Let's say W, L, 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 W. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to, every time I see a L, I'm going to keep going to the right and count how many L's there are. So here there'll be like 2. There's 2 L's, right? And I'm going to pair up the index at the first L. So here it's 1. So I'm going to pair 1, 2. And that'll be one of the first L's, and then we're going to keep going. And then once I get to here, I'm going to pair up the next indexes. So this would be like the 5th index. And then I pair up how many L's there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 L's right there. So then when in the array that we have these pairs, we're going to actually sort by increasing smaller number of occurrences, so like 2. So then what we're going to do is that when we change the L's, we're going to change the smaller one, the smaller number of L's first, and then we keep going. Okay, so yeah, I think that makes the most sense here. But that's what I got from the actual, that's basically what I got from the actual thing. Okay, so yeah, what is the time zone right now actually? Let's see, time zone in India. It's probably like 3. Current time in India. It's probably, oh, it's 1 a.m. Whoosh. Okay. Sorry, guys, if it's 1 a.m. for you guys. That's very, very late. But yeah, I'm just trying to upsolve this. So yeah, the chess cheater. And then this is just a quick live stream. It's okay if there's like no one in the chat right now. But, oh, we have a few people. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yay. How you guys doing? I'm just like solving the current problem of Codeforces Global Round 11. And maybe I'll do some more virtual contests. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do here. So what we're going to do here, now we're going to go through the string. So the first string is this. I think, wait, n is the size of the string, yeah. So we could do that. So we're going to go through the string. And once we go through the string, if it's an L, so if the current value of, is an L, what we're going to do is we need to start the sum. So we're going to pair up the number of L's. So like that. And then we are going to loop from I to the end. So here I'm going to start j is going to equal to I. I'm going to go to the end, right? And while I'm going to the end, I'm going to check while the current value I'm currently on is also an L, then I'm going to increase my number of L's. Okay, so this is just going to keep count the number of L's. And then at the end, so like in the beginning we have 0 L's, we start with 1 and then we keep going. Yeah, okay, so at the end what we're going to do is we're going to push back the pair of the current index and the number of L's. Okay, so I'll push back the first current index and then the number of L's. Okay, and then at the end of this, what we're going to do is we're actually going to set our I to our j. Okay, so then that will actually go through the first one over here. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it'll actually set your I to j. So your actual I value is going to be this. Okay, it'll be 5. Okay, so the next index is going to be the first one that is done, right? So like so here, once we're done with LL, right, next index will actually start at 3 while this is looping. So while you're looping through the whole string, once you finish counting this, we're actually going to start right after it, and then we continue. Okay, so that's basically what I'm doing. Ideally, this should work. In the end, we should have all the values that are all the pairs that have each index, and we're pairing the number of L's for each of them. So yeah, and then after that, what we're going to do is we're actually going to sort. So we're going to sort by the second pair. So we actually have to sort by the second pair. So we're going to sort a dot data dot begin dot end, and then there might be a better way to do your sorting function. I think there's a way you could do it and you put it in here. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see. Best way to sort by second in C++. Yeah, so best way to sort vectors. So originally you could sort by, let's see, so I want to sort by the second one, not the first one. Okay, yeah, sort by second. So you could create a function like this, and that's what I would do, but there's might be an easier way to do it. Oh, okay, he doesn't go over it. Okay, so let's just create a function then. Let's just create our sorting function. So let's put that here. And then this is going to be taken the first pair first, and then the second pair. Actually, let's do A and B. And the reason why we're doing A and B is because if we do sort first pair and the second pair, if we do first and second, that'll just be really strange. Okay, so we're going to return whichever has the smaller one. Okay, so if we're sorting by increasing, let's see, let's look at their sorting example. Okay, so this would sort by base of the elements of the second pair. yeah, okay, so a dot second dot. Okay, so that's what this does. And then we just do my sort, and we pass that over here. Okay, so once we're done with that, we need to actually go through the data array and get the values of, and change the ones that are the smaller ones first. Okay, so we need to actually flip the ones that are the smaller ones first, and then continue that. So let's actually do that. So we're gonna, since now after we sorted it by increasing order of number of occurrences, now we're gonna go through our data array again, and then what we're gonna do is we are going to get the first value. So the first value is the current index, right? So this is going to be the current index to change. So start index to change is going to equal this, right? So the first index. Second one is the number of L's to change, right? So what we're going to do here is that here we actually have to do this while k is greater than 0, right? This whole thing. So we only go while k is greater than 0. What we're gonna do is we're going to do start. We'll do like a for loop, and start with the current index that we're changing. So, and then we're gonna go to the end. And what we're gonna do is that we are going to change those values, right, to an L. So to a win. So we're gonna change the values to win, and then we subtract. What's the problem? Oh, not data. So the original array is, where's our original array? Oh, SHA. Yeah, our original string. We change it to an LW, and then we subtract k. And then here we have to make sure this is greater than 0 also. So our k number is greater than 0. Okay. Okay, while it's doing that, yeah, I'll go to the next one, continue. Okay, so I think this should work. I'm not 100% positive though, but I think it does. Let's actually see that and try it out. So, hold up. So let's try this. Are we getting a weird overflow? I think we're getting something weird. Let's see, we did finish one W. Okay, we're getting some weird numbers here. So what we're gonna do is that we are going to go here. Let's see what it actually gave us. Remember, we have to do the L's first. So let's look at the okay, so something's wrong with the beginning of let's see. What are we doing wrong? Before we start here, what exactly are we doing wrong? Why are there 3? Oh, we didn't increase our J value. So yeah, we have to do that. Okay, now it should work. There's no infinite for loop now. Yeah, so now we have one L. Oops. One L. We have 2 L's. Sort by. Okay, so this actually sorted by second first, so we actually need to do this the opposite way. Okay. Yes, 1 1 2 2. Okay, so now going to change this to a W. Why do we change 2 first? That doesn't make any sense. We should actually change the index to change. Why is index to change 3? We sorted it though. Hold up. Let's go back to the thing again and then try this. So we did sort it, and then now let's see what that, so we sorted it. I don't know why it's not. Should give you 1 1 and then 3 2. That's really strange. It's actually really strange. Yeah, 1 1 3 2. Okay, so now that works. Okay, so we start at the beginning, and we're gonna make this into a W. Why did it only do 1? Should only do 1. It shouldn't continue going. What is our K? Well, our K is 1. Oh, whoops. It's not to n, it's to data at I.second. So that's the number of times we're supposed to be good doing it. Okay. So let's go back here. Why didn't it change anything now? Oh, J plus. Current starting value plus the number of ways we're changing. That's what it's supposed to do. Actually, no. Start index to change. Yeah, start index to change plus the number of indices are changing. Okay. Okay, so now we do that. 1. Let's change the second one. Okay, now it's done. Let's count. And what does it give you? It gives you 7. Okay, so that's right. That's actually right. Yeah, second video today. I'm trying to re-upload something. Not re-upload. I'm trying to live stream more. I have not been practicing competitive programming at all. So yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it is the second video today, Cydrus. Yeah, I'm trying to upsolve some of the problems. Realize like if you don't upsolve, like there's really no point in competing in contests, right? Because like you're just gonna end up not doing anything at all. You know what I mean? But yeah, I might also do another live stream after this to do @coder, the upsolving the @coder problem. But yeah, so this is just from the virtual contest upsolving. Let's go to this one and try to do this problem. So not this problem. Let's try to see what we get. Okay, so I think we got it right. 0 1 6 7 11 5 26 46. 5 is not working. I don't think 5 is the right number. Hold up. It's supposed to be 6. So let's look at this. You have 1L, 1L. Change the first one to a W. Let's see. So we have 1 at the 0th, 1 at the 2nd, 0 1 2, 1 at the 3rd, 4th. So you can't just sort it by smallest one. Why is it 6? Why is it 6? 1 plus 2 plus 2. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 1 plus 2. 1 plus... Okay, wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing this in my head? I don't know why I'm doing this in my head. Okay, let's go back to this. So this one is LW, 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 L. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Whoops. Okay, so now we're gonna start from here. So let's look at how many L's we have. So they all have the same number of L's, right? So this ideally should just change the first one to a W. So let's just count what this has. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus, no, 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. So this should give you 5. Okay, so this is giving me 5. Okay. What is the optimal answer though? Does it change this to a W? In that case, it would be 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. So that'll give you 3 plus 4. 3 plus 2. This still gives you 5. Why is it 6? One plus 2. Oh, plus 2. Oh, this is 2. Oh no, it gives you 6. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 gives you 6. Okay. So something did not work that. So there might be a test case that we have to do. If they're all the same, you might want to do the, well, you can't do the furthest index of the last one. Let's actually look at the editorial again. What do they mean by not n square. It's problem B. Yeah, I know about this. But minimize number destroying winning streaks. Yeah, that's I know. Fill the holes between winning streaks. Yeah, I know about that. 2n minus 1. Yeah, so this can be proven noticing that if G gaps are not filled after cheating this G gap still has at least one, there's at least G plus 1 gaps. The implementation goes as follows. With a linear scan, find the lengths of each gap and then we sort them. I did that. Finally, we count how many ways we can select with a sum of lengths less than or equal to k. Find number of ways we can select with a sum of lengths less than or equal to k. So k plus the number of wins. Find the lengths of the gaps. So that's what I did. I found the lengths of the gaps, which are like losses. Then we sort them. Find how many. Finally, we can count how many we could select with a length less than or equal to k. Maybe we need to find. Maybe the gaps should be a W between a W and a W. So maybe they're saying don't count the gap between. So like let's say we had let's go back to the problem. Let's say we had LW 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 L. So LW 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 L. So maybe they're saying just count these gaps. Are they saying not to do, don't do like the ones in the beginning? So ignore the ones in the beginning. Because, I mean, we could do that. It's just the problem. Problem with that idea is that if you do that, okay, the huge problem about if you do that way, that is that if you were to, what if we had like multiple L's in the beginning and the end? And if you don't count those, let me see what let's just see their solution code. I didn't read it though, but if it's a loss, count the winning streak, yeah. Count winning streaks. count losing streaks. So if it's lose plus plus, you need to check if the last one is a W, then push it back. So if it's greater than or equal to K, if K is greater than or equal to the losses, then do that. I feel like pushback losing streak. But then they are sorting by losing streaks, right? Losing streaks that end. So, they're subtracting each losing streak. Winning streak count. So this is like a mathematical equation they found, but I think you don't have to use, you could just count it normally, but they use a math equation to count it. Let's just see something. Let's go back to the problem. What if losing streaks are so they said 2 times the number of losing streaks. I don't know. I feel like you could just fill the gaps instead of actually just doing it mathematically. But let's just try to do that first. So if it's a win, the previous values are a win, then we're going to count that. Okay, so let's actually just count. Let's just count only if start from a W and check if the previous one is a win. Okay, so if it's a loss, we need to check if the previous value is a win. Okay. And yeah, I think this would work. Then we have to start from 1 then. So yeah, let's see if this works. I don't know. I'm doing pretty good, by the way. I'm doing very good. Just trying to live stream. Not trying to live stream, just trying to solve these problems and try to hopefully get to green one day. Okay, so this one gave us 7.5. Okay, so that's not right. 624 6106. Number of winning streaks is 2 times the number. Let's look at the editorial again. Score is 2 times the number of wins minus the number of winning streaks. 2 times the number of wins, so that's 4. Minus the number of winning streaks. There's 1 winning streak. But that doesn't make any sense. 2 times the number of wins minus number of winning streaks. So 2 times number of wins is 2, which is 8, minus number of winning streaks. So that'll be no. Number of winning streaks is 2. No, that's not right. How's a score 2 times number of wins minus winning streaks? So this is 2 times the number of wins. Fill in the gaps between the winning streaks. That's what I was doing. Winning streak is maximum sequence of consecutive wins. So 2 times number of wins, which is 2, which is 4, minus number of winning streaks. So in this case, why would it be 11 then? Because 2 times the number of wins is, there's 2 wins, so that would be 4. Right? 2 times 4, and then you minus number of winning streaks, that'll just give you 3. Something doesn't make any sense. In the explanation follows, the variables wins are related to the initial situation. If k plus the number of wins is greater than or equal to n, then it is possible when all games, therefore the answer is 2n minus 1. Yes. 2n minus 1. Yes, I agree with that. Because if you were to make the first... Okay, so what they're saying is that if the... So like, let's say my number k is greater, it's like 100 or something, right? That means I could just fill in everything with a win, no matter what, right? Because the number of losses is greater than the number of losses. So in that case, it would just be the first count is 1w, so that's b1, plus, and then the rest of them is just 2's times the length of it minus 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it'll be 6. So this length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. Let me just clear this. So win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, loss. Okay, so let's say I have a k is equal to 100. So that means that the number of losses is going to be, I could just fill them all with w's, right? So if I'm just going to count this score, it'll just be the first w counts as 1. So then the last ones are all 2's, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, and then this will just give you 13. So if you were to do this mathematically, if the length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right, it'll just be 2 times 7 minus 1, which is going to give you 13. So yeah, that is right. I agree with that. So yeah, we could actually do that first. So we don't actually have to count this again. Do like a function that counts this, because that's actually annoying, but we don't actually have to do that. So let's just go through here and let's go through the initial string. If SI is equal to a win, we're going to count the number of consecutive wins. And then if the k plus wins is greater than or equal to n, we just print out 2 times n minus 1. And then continue. So they'll skip through this whole thing. Actually, let's just do, instead of continue, let's do an else. So then let's put all this stuff in the else. Okay, so that makes it more readable. Even though readability is not really what we care about. Yeah, but yeah, okay. Otherwise, it is clear that we want to transform k losses and k wins. Thus, after the cheating, number of wins will be k plus the number of wins. Yes, it will be k plus the number of wins. Okay, so we were changing number of wins, k plus number of wins. Using the above formula, it remains only to minimize the number of win streaks. So if we plug this formula back, we want to minimize the number of win streaks. Yes. We can minimize the number of win streaks. It's very intuitive if we just fill the gaps between consecutive winning streaks, starting from the shortest gap in increasing order length. See, that was what I was doing. This can be proven noticing that if the gaps are not filled after cheating, this G gaps still contain at least 1 loss each. So then there's at least G plus 1 winning streaks. So if there's G gaps and they're not filled, then there's still at least G plus 1 winning streaks. Okay, the implementation is followed with a linear scan. We find the lengths of the gaps, then we sort them. So find the lengths of the gaps, sort them, then we count how many we can select with the sum less than or equal to k. Plus the gaps we can fill. Minus the winning streaks, plus the gaps we could fill. How are we going to count the number of gaps we can fill, though? Oh, we could just loop through it and just count. Right. So let's see. Um, Hold up. Let me see their solution again. Yeah, okay. Understand that. Let's see. If it's greater than K, don't do it. Winning streaks count minus. What is a winning streak count initially? Okay. Let's actually not copy their code here. Let's see. Thus, after the cheating, the number of wins will be K plus number of wins. Not sure, actually. Let's see. Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing? It's only been 36. It's been 36 minutes. Okay. I'm going to try to end it in an hour. Probably another 30. Let's see. 2 times number of wins. Let's just try to get by with the editorial. Okay. We need to minimize the number of winning streaks. It's very clear that we could fill the gaps between consecutive winning streaks, starting from the shortest gap in increasing order length. This can be proven that if G gaps are not filled after cheating, the G gaps still contain at least one loss each, then there will be at least G plus 1 winning streaks. So when linear scan, find the lengths of the gaps and then sort them. Okay. Then count how many ways we can select with the sum of lengths less than or equal to K. To K. What is the number of gaps though? Plus the gaps we can fill. Let's try. Okay, let's try it. Okay, let's try to go through each of these. Okay, so they say that we need to sort by number of win streaks, I think. We need to sort by number of gaps, right? Shortest gap with increasing order of length. Shortest gap with increasing order of length. So anytime we see a gap, we need to add the length. So we already did that here. Yeah, so keep adding if it's a win for before and keep adding. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So we already have that. This can be proven that if G gaps are not filled, now we need to fill in the gaps between the winning streaks. Shortest gap in increasing order length. So we already did that. So we basically got all the L's between the W's, right? Implementation goes as follows. With a linear scan, we can find the lengths of the gaps that we sort them. We find the lengths of the gaps that we sort them. And we can count how many we can select with the sum of lengths less than or equal to K. Sum of lengths less than or equal to K. So, hold up. Let's see. Okay. So we don't need the my sort anymore because we just sort it. And we don't need to push back a pair because it's just the number of losses. Because we don't need the initial index actually. And we don't need, this is not a pair anymore, it's just losses. So this is the number of gaps. No, not gaps. The number of consecutive losses. Implementation, we fill in the gap. So this is the number of consecutive losses. So lengths of gaps. So this is lengths of gaps. Lengths, gaps. Okay. Let's just do can I replace all these? Yeah, I can. Data. Let's replace this with lengths, gaps, and replace all. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so we got that. Okay, so we have the lengths of the gaps. You're sorted by lengths of gaps. And now what we're going to do is that we are going to do, let's see, what are we going to do? Implementation goes as follows. Do a linear scan, find the lengths of the gaps that we sort them, and finally count how many we can select with the sum of lengths less than or equal to k. The sum of the lengths have to be less than or equal to k. So we're going to start with k. Okay, so we're going to loop through the lengths of gaps. And k has to be greater than 0. And we are selecting. So we need to count how many we can select with the sum of lengths less than or equal to k. So let's start with 3. No, not 3. Let's see. I'll try to go through an example first. So let's start with L, 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 W, W, L. So right now the k value is 5. So we set k equal to 5. And let's count how many streaks we're doing. So okay, so number of winning streaks is 1. There's 1 winning streak. So this is like a winning streak right here. So 1 winning streak. Let's see, how many gaps can we fill? Let's count how many gaps we can fill. K plus number of wins minus winning streaks. What is the number of gaps we could fill? We could fill 2 gaps. This one and this one. So there's two gaps you could fill. Yeah. Wait, in this case, k is too large, so that's actually not a good example. This one, let's do the LW, 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 L. LW, 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 L. LW, 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 L. Okay, k is equal to 1. How many gaps are there? There's 1, 2. I think there's just 2 gaps. Okay. How many win streaks are there? There's only 3 win streaks. Okay. How many wins are there? Oh no, wait. Number of win streaks. Yeah, there's 3 win streaks. How many wins are there? There's 3 wins. 3 wins. 2 times the number of wins. So 2 times 3 minus, let's see, winning streaks. The winning streaks, which is 3. Okay. Plus number of gaps you could fill. You could fill 2 gaps. 2. So would that give you 6 minus 3? But this will give you 5. Is that the answer? No, it's 11. Wait, is it? No, it's 6. Wait. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. Should give you 6 minus 3. 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 plus 1 is 6. It should be 6. Let's keep thinking. Must be a way to do this. Oh, my bad. Okay, 2 times numbers wins plus streaks. Oh, 2 times k plus wins. Oh, 2 times k plus wins. So this plus 1. So this would give you 2 times 4. 8 minus 3 is 5 plus 1 would give you 7. 8 minus 3 is 5 plus, yeah, this would give you 7. That's not right. It should be 6. Unless you only could fill in one gap. Yeah, oh, you only could fill in one gap. So that would be 2 times 8 minus 3 is 5 plus 1, 6. Yeah. Okay, so we have 6. Okay, so I think that's what is right. Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's actually now let's just calculate it. Okay, so now to count the number of winning streaks, we actually have to let's look back. Number of winning streaks. Fill the gaps between consecutive winning streaks, starting from the shortest gap in increasing order length. While k is greater than 0, sum of lengths. How do you calculate the number of winning streaks, though? Okay, let's try it. We need to find the number of wins, so let's actually try that first. So we do have the number of wins. Whoops. Okay, so we have number of wins. So it would be 2 times number of wins, 2 times k plus number of wins. So this is our starting. Result is equal to 2 times k plus number of wins. Okay, so we have result, and now we need to add by subtract by winning streaks. So if we fill in the small gap first, right? So length gaps at I. So this means that we filled up the smallest length gap first, and then does that count as a winning streak that we filled up? I think it does. So I think win streaks plus plus, right? Win streaks. Then we have to think about how many gaps we filled. Is that just I? Wait, is the number of win streaks the same as the number of gaps? Winning streaks, plus gaps we could fill. I don't know. Difficult problem. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Okay, I'll try not to get this more than an hour, hopefully. But we're good getting there. Number of win streaks. Oh, number of gaps. Num gaps fill. That's just plus lengths of gaps. Right? So then now at the end we just do cout result minus win streaks plus num gaps filled. I think this is right. I have no idea. Is that cool? Okay. Okay, we got it. We got it. Oh my god. Okay, I think this is right, but I could be 100% wrong, and I don't know what I'm doing. So 171 LW LW LWL. Oh, that's 8. What are we doing wrong? Win streaks should be 3. Is win streak 3? What do they mean by win streak? Hmm. 2. Shouldn't it be 2? 8 minus 3, 5 plus 1, 6. This is difficult. This is so difficult. I don't know. But then, like, if you... Here's the thing, is, like, if you use, Let's see. Your win streak is, like, 1 LW, 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 L. What if we do, like... Let's see. Okay, well, let's try it. 7 1 LW 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 L 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so initially it's 8. Result is 8. Yeah. Length's a gap. The first length gap is 1, I think. Length gap. 1 1, yeah. So we subtract K by 1. Win streak is 1. And gaps fills 1. So that's 1. So result minus 1 plus 1. No, that's not right. Okay, win streaks is not just 1. You fill that up. It should be the number of win streaks. Win streaks. Win streaks. Okay, I think I know what to do. You have to do the same thing that we did before, but we have to count the number of wins. So every time there's like a new win, we're gonna push it. We're gonna count the number of win streaks. So we start with W. Loop through it, right? While the first one is a W. So if it's a W, we're gonna check while it's W, and then we're just going to keep adding our index by 1. And then that'll be a win streak. We don't push back. J is going to equal to I, right? So this would be counted as 1 win streak, right? So then here we're just going to do num win streak. Win streak plus plus right here. Okay, so whenever we see a win, and then we go, okay, that's linear, that's linear. Win streaks. Okay, let's see if this works. One, 7, 1, LW, 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 L. Yeah, it's 5. Why is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 5? 1 plus 2, 2 plus. Hold up. Something's not right. LW, LW, LWL, LW, LW, LWL. Why is it 5? Should be 6. You fill this up, number of win streaks drops. Oh, number of win streaks drops. Wait, why did win streaks plus plus? Why do that? Why did I do that? Let's see. 1, 7, 1, LW, LW, LWL. Oh, okay, we got 6. That's good. Let's actually try the rest. Let's try the rest. Let's see. So if we try the rest. Damn it, 31. That's not right. Yeah, that's not right. 1, 0, 1, 6, 1. It should be 46. This should be. Why is it 9 of the first one? Number of win streaks. 2 times 2. Oh, we have to subtract win streaks. Win streaks by 1. Huh? 11, 11, 7, 33, 54. This is not right. What is the problem? 7, 11, 6, 26, 27. Number of win streaks. We need to count the number of win streaks. How are they counting win streaks? Okay, let's look back at this. Let's look at their code, actually. I'm out of ideas. Okay, wins 0, print out 0, 2k minus 1. Okay. Okay. If it's a losing streak. Okay. Okay, that doesn't matter. Sort by losing streak. Okay, we did that. Wins plus equal to k. Yeah, okay, we know that. Go through a losing streak. If it's greater than k, that's break. Okay, we know that. K minus equal losses. Winning streak minus minus. Yes, I know that. 2 times wins. Winning streaks counts. How do they figure out number of winning streaks? If I equals 0 or if I equals 0 or L is equal. That's what I did. Okay, let's try it again. Pretty sure I'm doing this right though. So 5, let's try the first one. 8, 5, 2, win, loss, win, loss, loss. Win streak, plus, plus. Win streak, plus, plus, 2 wins. Okay, so there's 2 win streaks. Let's try to do this by hand. So here we have 2 win streaks. Yeah, 2 win streaks. Actually, let's see their code. How many win streaks do they have? If it's 0 or last value plus plus. I mean, that's the same thing as what I'm doing, but yeah, they would have 2 also. So that's the same thing as what I did. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, K is 2. 2 plus number of 2 plus number of wins. So the number of wins is 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Times by 2 is 8. Right? So that gives you 8. We're going to go through for each loss. So there's 1 loss here. So we're going to fill that in. So the number of win streaks is now 1. Right? Okay. Win, loss, loss. Okay? 2 win streaks. K is equal to 2. K 2 plus the number of wins. So number of wins is 2. Right, multiplied by 2. So win streak, so K is 2, 2 plus 2. So K plus number of wins, 4 times 2, so this is 8, okay? So this is going to be 8. So initially it starts at 8. We're going to fill this up with the changes to a W now. So when we change this to a W, we want to count the number of win streaks, right? So the win streaks now decrease by 1, right? So now there's 1 win streak. And K decreases by 1. Okay. Now we continue, go to here. Is the length of it greater than K? Oh, the length of what you're going through has to be less than or equal to K. Did I check that? No, I did not check that. Okay, here. Then you could do it. Otherwise, you cannot do it. Right? Now I think this should work. Win. So there's 2 win streaks. Let's count the number of losses. Sort 1. What is the output? 8. Why is it 8? We have 1. Okay, so we have wins is 2. Result is 8. 8 minus win streaks. Win streaks is 1. Plus the number of gaps to fill is 1. Oh, that gets you 8. How many gaps are there left to fill? If the length of the gap two gaps There's more gaps to fill. Number of gaps to fill would be... Oh, there's no more. Wait. There's no more gaps to fill. Oh no, you have to change this to a W. So you would have 1 plus 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So you guys still have to continue when you have a win streak. So if... Okay, so you would have to do... So you can't fill all the gaps in this gap. You only could fill in one gap. 2 gaps. How many gaps did you fill? 1, 2. Is that just equal to K? No. Something's not right. Let's look it back. Number of win streaks, gaps to fill. G are the gaps to fill. Gap length. Oh, gaps fill are not the gap's length. It should just be gaps fill plus plus. Let's see if this works. Nope, it's still 8. For some reason, it's still 8. Let's try it again. Just keep trying. Okay, win. Okay, so we have 2 win streaks. Look at this. Okay, 2 win streaks. 1, 2. 2 win streaks. How many gap lengths are there? There's 1. There's 2 lengths. Okay, we sort by gap lengths. Result is 8. Number of gaps to fill. So while K is greater than thing. If the length of the gap is less than or equal to K, we fill in K minus length of the gap, and then we increase the number of gaps we use by 1. Win streak is... So what is our initial wins? So we have 2 wins. Hold up, let's try it again. Okay, win, loss, win, win. Let's try this again. Win, loss, win. Win, loss, win. Loss, loss. Win, loss, win, loss, loss. Win, loss, win, loss, loss. Okay. 2 times the number of win streaks. Okay, so we know the first part is 8, because that's just initially it's 8, right? That's our result. Number of win streaks and number of gaps we could fill. Okay, so number of win streaks, there's 2 win streaks. how many gaps can you fill? So k is equal to 2. We could fill in these two, I think. So if we fill in these two, we would have, so the first L, we change it to a W. Okay, so now our win streak goes down to 1, right? How many gaps did we fill though? We filled in 1. We go to the second one. K is greater to 2. So now our K goes down to 1. So our gaps is now 1. Here we could fill, so here the length of the gap is 2 and our K is 1, but we still could fill out 1 gap. So we could just subtract K minus that gap, so that it should give us to minus, if we do 1 minus 2, we get -1, right? But I think that's just the loop would do, but then your gaps would become 2. So you filled in 2 gaps. So this should be 8 minus 1. Oh, wait. 8 minus winning streaks. Minus winning streaks. 2 plus 2, 4. Times 2 is 8. Winning streaks, which is 1, which will give you 7, right? Then we need to subtract, add by number of gaps. Actually, I think the number of gaps is 0. Number of gaps. So there's 2 originally, a number of gaps. You fill out 1, so that's 1. What is the number of gaps now? Should be 0, right? There's no more gaps here. How did they find out the number of gaps? This I understand, this I understand. 2 times win losses. Win streak plus plus. Losses streaks end. Number of wins 0 0. Otherwise, okay, that I get that. Loss streaks, I get that. We take the wins plus equal to K. Winning streaks. What about the gaps to fill? What about adding the number of gaps that we can fill? So they don't even add it. Do they add it? They have wins, they add by K. What about the gaps to fill? Okay. What if we just don't include it then? Just don't include this. Okay, let's just say we don't include it. What would the answer change? How would the answer change? That's a big question. Will the answer change? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, wow. 47, though. 47's wrong. We're close, though, if we don't add the number of gaps to fill. Off by 1. What are we off by? Why are we off by 1? How many win streaks? I is equal to J. Oh, what if we don't do this? Whoops. Sorry, guys. No, that doesn't work. What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? What is our bug? What is our problem? Why are we wrong? Number of lengths of gap is less than... Oh, this? But K has to be greater. Wait. Did they check the K? K has to be less. Oh, if K is less, then break. Yeah, wait, yeah. Hold up. I mean, we could do this. Conditional, it's not like this conditional would change much. Crap. No, it's still. It's still 47. 0, 1, 6, 7, 11, 6, 26, 47. Why is it 47 instead of 46? Are we filling it incorrectly? Minus plus the gaps you could fill. Number of win streaks. Wins is 0, 0, K plus 1, 0. 0 wins plus plus. I did that. If it's a loss plus plus. K plus wins is What are we doing wrong? Plus K. Win streak count minus. Win streak. Are we counting win streaks incorrectly? I think we are, though. We are counting correctly. Let's just see. Let's see what's the problem. 40 and 7. Okay, so let's do win. Let's add one win streak. Actually, it might be easier if we do that how they did it during their win streak in the beginning. So yeah. Loses. So how they did it is if this is equal to 0 or s at I is equal to I minus 1 is equal to an L, then we have to count the streak. So that's a streak. So we don't actually have to do this whole thing. Win streak is this. So yeah, this is actually very smart. I don't know where they figured that out. Okay. So we don't need this. Lost streaks. Okay, number of lost streaks. So that's the same thing as here. So if this is a lost streak, we just do check if oh no, you need this. If it's an L, then you need to check if the previous one is a W. Then you would push back. The previous one is a W. Okay, so then we take this and then we put this on the top. So let's calculate it by itself. So if it's a loss, okay, so if the last one is a loss, so this is if it's a loss, right? We need to calculate the number of loss streaks, right, for this one. So what did they do? They did something like, yeah, losses plus plus, and they do the same thing here. Yeah, so then losses plus plus. If there's a W before, then we increase the number of loss streaks. Previous loss streaks add by 1. That's pretty smart. Okay, so we don't have to loop through this again. Okay, so then we go through here, and then if it's a loss streak, so if it's a loss, we need to check if this. Okay, so if this is 0, this is a win. This is going to be loss streaks. This is going to be like lengths, gaps. Length gaps plus plus. Losses add, so we're going to increase the losses by 1. If it's a win, if the previous one is a win, take the last value and just add it by 1. What did they do? They took the last value and added it by 1, I think. Yeah. Add 0 and then take the last value, add it by 1. Okay. And we could do that. So that's not I mean, it's not then why do they have losses though? They don't even need a loss array. Oh no, they need a loss array. I'm just saying, like, why do they? Okay. Let's see. Back dot pushback 0. And then otherwise I take lengths gaps dot back plus plus. But then like I don't know why they have losses. Because they never use that. Oh, they use it here. But you could just tell if that's true or not. First one is a loss. Set the losing streak to be infinity. If the last one is a loss, set the losing streak of that to be infinity. Wait, what? If the first one is a loss, losing streak in the beginning you set it to infinity? Why? Oh, to not count the last two. Oh. But then why? What was the point then? Why count it in the beginning? Right? Like, okay, I don't know. So if the first one is a loss, so if the string was a loss in the beginning, we set the gap at the first one to become infinity. String at the last one is a loss. We set the gap to become at the last one to be infinity. So they don't want to count the last value. Then, like, why? I don't understand. Why add it in the beginning, though? I don't know. Maybe this works now? I have no clue. I got out of bounds. Oh. Oh, no, wait. Where is the out of bounds subscript? Oh, here. Where are you getting out of bounds? Where are you getting out of bounds? Oh, in the beginning. Wait. Hold up. They didn't check for out of bounds? Just so you have to check if I is greater than 1. Okay, that's this part. Where are you getting out of bounds? What is the out of bounds? Here? Which part is out of bounds? Oh. So the first one is a loss. No, it's a win. So losing streak, it's not a loss. So if it's not a loss, you don't push back anything. So here you have to check if length's gap is empty. Why can't I do this? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. What's the answer? 7. Yay, okay. So let's actually try this out. Oh my gosh. Oh, if k equals to 0, then it's just 0, right? Okay, if k is equal to 0, then you just print out 0, right? Is that what they did? Yeah, just print out 0. Otherwise, print out 2 times k minus 1. Yeah, that's right. So if k is equal to 0 and wins is equal to 0, just print out 0. You have to check if wins is equal to 0. Print out 0, else 2 times k minus 1. Now we gotta use a continue. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got it. 7, 11. No, we got 6. Fuck. What are we doing wrong? How long is this live stream? Just keep trying, keep trying. I don't want to get this live stream to go too long. It's about 1:30. Okay, we'll keep trying. They mean n minus 1. What if it's this? No, that's not right. It's definitely size minus 1. Let me see. Losing streaks is equal to 0. Yeah, that's what this is for. I mean, that doesn't change anything. Okay, sort begin, sort end. It's greater than k break. That's right. If it's greater than k break, yeah. Subtract by the I, subtract by win streak. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I equals 0 or push back 0 losses. I mean, I don't use losses. Wins plus k. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Wrong. Okay, we're gonna have to keep trying. We're gonna keep trying. I actually don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so which part of the test case did I fail? So 7. So okay, so we have 7, then 11, then 6. So this should be 6. So LW, 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 L. LW, 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 L. LW, 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 L. Okay, so LW, 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 L. So we got LW, 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 L. Okay, so we got that. And then after that, we just decide to, you know, push the top Why did I get 7? 1 is L. I shoot streaks. We don't consider those two. So we change this with this middle one to be an L, a W. So there should be, let's see. So this should be a W, right? So let's look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so K is equal to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of W's is equal to 3. Like initially. So we have 2 times 4 is 8. So initially it's 8. Okay. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay. Number of win streaks. We have 3 win streaks initially. Right. Then we change this. So then we change this to a W. So now win streak is 2. So it should be 8 minus 2 becomes 6. Right, and the other ones don't count. Does K minus minus? Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's wrong with this. Let's start this again. 1, 7, 1, LW, 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 W. So K is now 0. Win streaks minus 0. Okay, number of win streaks is 1. Yeah, what is the result? 8. Oh boy. 4, 8, 8 minus W. So, win streaks is 1. Number of win streaks should be 3. Should be 2. Why is the number of win streaks 1? Win streak is 3. So W win. Is the last one L? Yeah. Oh. There should be 0. Ah, I get it. Okay. Fucking now I got 8. What is the problem? So 6 is right now, but now we have 8 on the first one now. W, L, W, L, L. W, L, W, L, L. W, L. So W, L, W, L, L. Okay, so we have 2 wins. We're changing. How many are we changing? 2. K is equal to 2. 2 plus 2 equals to 8. Okay. Now we need to change what is the number of win streaks? So we have L. Let's see. Number of win streaks. We have 2 win streaks. Right? So K is equal to 1, so we set this to be a W. Win streak goes down to 1. K goes down to 1. K is 0. should be 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. Yeah, 8 minus 1 equals 7. What are we doing wrong? So k, this is k plus number of wins is 2. K is 2. No, k is 1. Oh. K is 1. Number of wins is 2. This is going to give you 6. Wait, what? Oh, number 1 is 2. No, k is 2. K is 2. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, well, keep trying, keep trying. Win, loss, loss. K is equal to 2. Okay, so if we do the beginning of this, okay, so 2 plus 2 is going to equal 8. So, okay, number of wins, streaks is 2. Yeah, okay, so we change this into a win. This win streak goes down by 1. So it's 1. K goes down by 1. Yeah, go to the next one. Is this greater than k? Yes, so we stop. So it's 8 minus 1 should be 7. So first it should be 2 plus 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So let's actually go to here and see why does it give us the wrong values. Result is 8. Okay, so that's right. Okay. K minus length gaps. So K is now 1. Win streak goes down by 1. Win streak originally, why is win streak 1 only? Why is win streak 1 only? If I equals 0, win streak should be 1. Here, is I greater than 0, 0, 1, 2? Win streak is a previous one L. Yes, it is. So win streak should be 2. Why is win streak 1? Win streak. Okay. Wins. Oh, what the? Why did I? Whatever. That was so stupid. Was that the reason why I did pretty bad? I don't know. Okay, so I think that should fix it. 7, 11, 6, 26, 46, 0, 1, 6. Yeah, I think this would fix it. Let's see. Let's submit it and then see what happens. Wrong answer on 2. What are we doing wrong? Expected 1, found -1. Why is the answer -1? Okay, let's keep trying. 2 times 1. Okay, let's look at the problem. or this, or that. S at I minus 1. Why is it negative 1? Maybe it's a long max, 1e to the 8. What if I change that to this? Oh, boy. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. What are we doing wrong? This is crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting this wrong. I'm not sure also. Number of wins is equal to 0. Didn't I check that? Oh, wait. Number of wins is equal to 0. Check if k is equal to 0. Maybe this will work. Yes, finally. Well, that was a long stream. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe. That was a long trying to figure out these bugs and stuff like that. But yeah, I got AC'd. Rate, comment, subscribe. I understand the code. I did have to look at their solution a bit, but it is what it is. There's just a few errors here. Their idea does make sense though. Like if you push back only this, then you add. But yeah, it's pretty good. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll check you guys later.